Joining me now is 2018 four-star wide receiver Kamryn Babb from St. Louis, Missouri. Christian Brothers High School headed to Ohio State to join the Buckeyes under Urban Meyer. Kamryn, congrats on signing with the Buckeyes. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Let's start off with the decision itself. You committed to the Buckeyes on December 12th. Talk about why you felt Ohio State was the best place to continue your football career.
Just the vibe I got going there, just the things they've done with that program, the things that Urban Meyer has done with all the athletes, just being around that school, the times I've been up there, it was a great feeling, home atmosphere. So just being around that staff and seeing that, they care about their players more than just football players and actual people and about, what their futures are like, but just making that decision more bigger than football, just making it just to see, what they have, and for me and my family, and what they can offer me through life without football and life after football as well.
Tell me about your relationship with Buckeyes coach Urban Meyer. Was it kind of surreal as a high school player to be regularly texting and speaking with a coach of his caliber?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. When we first started, our relationship, him recruiting me, just always seeing him on TV when I was younger, and just seeing him, especially at Florida and everything like that. It was kind of crazy over time, but just getting to know him as a person, instead of that, just one of those, one of the greatest coaches, to coach college football, but just getting to know him personally, it's been amazing, and I'm ready, continue our relationship over the next 3 to 4 years and just, see where it goes.
So your high school teammate and also fellow wide receiver Cameron Brown is also headed to Columbus. He was previously committed to Nebraska. Did you do any recruiting personally to get him to sign and come with you?
I wouldn't say recruiting, because he's one of my, brothers. So just, I just wanted what was best for him. So, whatever, was best for him and wherever he was most comfortable at, I was good with that. So it just happened to be Ohio State. So having him with me, I couldn't ask it any other way. So I'm just blessed to have him along my side, so we can do this together. So, but it wasn't any type of recruiting. Just want the best possible situation for him.
So as a nationally recruited player, what factored the most into picking a school for you? Was it playing time, winning? Was it the coaching staff? What went into that for you?
I think it was just more. It was a lot bigger than football. You never know. When your last snap will be. So just thinking about my future outside of football and what Ohio State and what that coaching staff can provide for me with life after football and what they can do for me and my family. So it was much bigger than football. It is a great program, and I'm honored to be a part of it. So I'm just getting ready to get started. But, it is way bigger than football. Just, seeing what I can do to use my talents to help other people, and what, seeing what the staff and Urban Meyer has done with their athletes. There wasn't a better school than Ohio State.
Kamryn Babb, four-star wide receiver from St. Louis, Missouri, Christian Brothers High School. Kamryn, one question for you that we've asked a couple people now. What other schools went into your decision? Were there 3 or 4 schools you were considering?
Yes, sir. There was a couple. LSU was one of the big ones, just because, I was a huge fan growing up, just seeing like Odell and those big guys, big stars, playing at that school. I did, Alabama was always in the mix just because it's Alabama, great program with Nick Saban and everything. And then there was talk with Michigan and stuff like that. Coach Harbaugh, he recruited me for a long time, so I had a great relationship with them. And there was, a couple schools here and there, Mizzou as well, just being the hometown school, always watching them when I was younger. So there was a couple schools, but ultimately I know Ohio State is the best school, and, that was the best place for me and my family. So.
Let's get into you and your football skills. You unfortunately suffered a torn ACL earlier in the year, causing you to miss your senior season. How's the rehab process coming along? Do you expect to be ready to play this fall?
It's been a rough process, but it's a blessing. I'm just enjoying the grind and enjoying every part of it. But right now it's going real well. It's going a lot quicker than I expected. So I'm just leaving everything up to God. I got my family behind me, of course, all my coaching staff, and just everybody supporting me, my friends, mentors and stuff like that. But I should be ready, and I will be ready, hopefully, next year. That's the plan. So just, taking it one day at a time, though, not looking too far ahead of schedule or anything like that, but just taking it one day at a time, leaving everything up to God.
Sticking with football, Kamryn, we here at Chat Sports have been trying to come up with some good college or NFL comps for certain players coming out of high school. Who's an NFL or college football comparison that you would make for yourself?
I don't really know if there's that one person that I can really model myself off after. I like to I like to try to model myself after a couple guys. Just watching a lot of guys like Odell, like Julio, Dez Bryant type guys. But I don't really think I can name myself or look at myself as one of those guys. I just try to watch them and see what they're doing on the field, and just try to model my game after all of them, and just make myself better in the ways that they've came up. So I don't really think I could just say there's one in particular receiver.
Kamryn, last question for you. What do you think your freshman year is going to look like in Columbus?
I mean, what I have pictured, I picture I'm gonna be better than ever, better than I ever was before. But just trying to get into the system and get, first of all, my academics straight, make sure that's all good, and then just try to help my team win. That's the big goal. I'm just trying to help Ohio State get to another national championship and win another national championship. So just doing everything I can, rehab wise, and everything I can off the field as well to help them and help Coach Meyer and that coaching staff get to where we need to be. So just preparing for that right now, and getting ready for next season.
Kamryn Babb, a four-star wide receiver from St. Louis, headed to Ohio State University to play for Urban Meyer. Kamryn, thank you for coming on Chat Sports, and best of luck this fall.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.